As seen from space, our world looks like a beautiful blue and white ball because of all the water on the surface. What you can't see from space, or even at ground level, is the precious water below, deep inside the earth. This is our world of water. In fact, you're standing above the Edwards Aquifer, the mysterious source for the water we use for drinking, cooking, cleaning, and bathing. Below us, there are hundreds of feet of limestone through which millions of gallons of fresh water moves. When there's a thunderstorm over the Edwards Plateau, raindrops fall to the ground into the contributing zone. The water then flows downhill, entering sinkholes, and goes into the limestone bedrock. Each and every drop is very important because the water entering this recharge zone refills the aquifer and supplies our constant needs. This rainwater supplies the wells that provide our water. To see this astonishing underwater world, let's journey deep underground. We start at a sinkhole. The sides and bottom are dotted by interconnecting holes. Dissolving the limestone over time, the water itself has made the holes, some of which are as big as caves, and some are small like these. Let's wiggle inside one and look around. We are now in the home of some remarkable creatures. One of them is the bone cave harvestman. Only about 1/4 of an inch long and pale orange, they like to cling to the wet walls of the caves. Called the water table, the top of the aquifer rises and falls depending on the amount of rainfall and water use. Leaves and sticks that are washed down into the sinkhole are trapped on the floors of the caves, and only the water travels to the deeper parts of the aquifer. Below the water table is a maze of underwater caverns called karst conduits. They make up much of the underground plumbing system in this amazing aquifer. Water moves faster in the long tube-shaped caves, dissolving limestone, making ever larger holes, and forming new passages. If a certain pathway is blocked, the water uses another pathway, and the flow continues as it has for over 12 million years. We are now more than 1,500 feet deep under Bexar County. There are more than 6,000 wells in the Edwards Aquifer, delivering as much as 300 million gallons of water a day to over 1.5 million people. At this depth, the water creates immense pressure, sometimes propelling water up through artesian wells that flow to the surface. There is a toothless blind cat. It is a unique catfish only 4 inches long, colorless, totally blind, and toothless. It has adapted to this highly specialized environment where the water is warmer, about 81 degrees Fahrenheit. There is only constant darkness at this depth, but the blind cat does recognize the food it eats, bacteria, because its skin is entirely covered in taste buds. And there is a different catfish. It's the wide-mouthed blind cat. This one is about 5.5 inches long, with lots of teeth and strong jaws that are needed to consume other animals. Moving northeast, we are heading toward one of the springs where the water bubbles out from the aquifer through small openings. As we travel along, some of the water leaves the aquifer, and some water joins up with us, each new loss or addition changing the aquifer's makeup and temperature. In the San Marcos area, the aquifer is home to the Texas blind salamander, another aquifer animal. The blind salamander is about 3 or 4 inches long and lives only underwater along the ledges in San Marcos Springs, where the flowing water remains a constant temperature. Today, in just a few minutes, we've traveled over 100 miles through the fascinating underground source of our water called the Edwards Aquifer.